Fisheye lens is a legendary lens that stands out and looks sick. I've worked with them quite a bit in the past, and I've always had a fun time using them because you get that really fun, unique look, and looking back at the footage, you just get all giddy and you get all excited. And what I'm really excited about today is Laowa sent me their new 8 to 15 millimeter t2.9 full frame zoom fisheye Cine lens. It's a mouthful, but I'm really excited I got it. They sent this lens out for me to try and review, and this is not a sponsored video, so I can say if it's really good or if it's really bad, if it is bad. But I've been honestly pleasantly surprised with it. Focusing on the lens that they sent me, here are the quick specs for this lens. It is a zoom lens coming at 8 to 15 millimeters. It has an aperture of t2.9 to 22 stops and an angle view of 180 degrees. But what really shocked me is that it has a minimum focus length of 16 millimeters, and the price point this lens comes at is $1,399. I was really excited to use this because fisheye lenses are super cool. They have a very fun and unique look to them, and what I was really excited about is that it's in a Cine body using Cine glass. But going off the sensor size, on full frame, it is promoted as a dual fisheye effect, which means, yes, it's full frame, but you're still gonna get some vignette. It does cover a full frame, but that's around the 13 to 15 millimeter, but anywhere below that, you'll start seeing some sort of vignetting. But it does change on different size sensors. Like something on my Red Komodo 6K, it covers the full frame around 11 to 15 millimeters, and anything below that, that's when you start seeing the vignette. And then, of course, on anything APS-C, like my FX30, you don't see any vignette at all. It is fully covering the frame. Now, after using this lens for about a week, I've noticed some pros and I've definitely noticed some cons. The pros are, it's extremely sharp for a fisheye. Usually when you get to that, I would say probably 11, 12, anything below that millimeter wise, it can get pretty fuzzy. And I was pleasantly surprised with how sharp this was because it is cinema grade glass. And the fact that you have such a wide range of fisheyes. It covers the whole spectrum of fisheyes because you have your extreme fisheye to your ultra wide. And I really appreciate having that in the one lens. And the other thing is it's super well built, it's hefty. And when I pulled it out of that package, I was super surprised. I remember going up to my girlfriend being like, feel this, hold this. I was not expecting it to be like this at all. I was expecting something a little bit more on the Rokinon end where it's a plastic housing. This is a full metal housing and even a full metal lens cap. Again, you're getting that Cine glass in this and a short focal distance. I think those have been some of the biggest pros I've noticed while using this lens. Again, I've been pleasantly surprised by this lens. Thank you again, Laowa, for letting me use this lens, and I think it is a good lens to have in your arsenal. But there are some cons with it. Problem with ultra wide shots, if you're talking about a narrative standpoint, they are for ultra specific shots. You're not gonna use this all the time. So having a price point of $1,399 for just an average consumer is pretty high for something like this. Yes, it zooms, yes, it has nice glass, yes, it's well built, and that's all built in the price tag. I'm very aware of that, but I wouldn't personally spend $1,400 on something I know I'm just gonna kind of use every so often. And with the distortion, a lot of lenses, when you look at something like the Vespid 16mm, where that's just on the cusp of fisheye lens, it tries to get rid of that warp that you see around the edges. And what this lens does is not that at all. You can see that warp on this lens, and you see it pretty noticeably. Granted, it's a fisheye. You're gonna see warp no matter what. However, it's pretty distracting. But going back to narratives, I do think fisheye should be used more in narratives. I mean, look at something like Poor Things. They used it perfectly. It was great how they used the fisheye lens. But most people aren't today, in today's day and age, they're not gonna be using an ultra wide lens. Most of the time, you going minimum 20 millimeter unless you have a very specific shot for this. But with that being said, still doesn't mean you shouldn't be using them whatsoever. I think this is perfect for music videos, unique content, or something that you just want to have popped out. If you're looking into getting that lens or just love fisheyes in general, I hope this video helped. Make sure to check out my other videos on either YouTube or all the other social media platforms. All my tags are porker_13. Feel free to reach out to me either in the comments or on DM. I love talking about cameras, or join our Discord where we talk about cameras. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you watching. Love you. And remember to keep on filming. Peace out. Also, at the end of the video, I didn't want to bring this up right away. I do have a black eye. I didn't get in a fight. I got hit in the face by a phone by mistake. I'm sorry you got to see me with a black eye, but I had to get this video out. All right. Thank you.